Jai Gurudev children, let's start next poem of Unit 5, Green Giant. We don't know who has written this poem, but we will have fun reading this. So let's start. There lived a green giant whose name was Sam. His hair was the color of strawberry jam. He had one brown and one blue eye, and a beard the color of pumpkin pie. His coat and pants were gay and bright, like a peppermint stick, all red and white. His shoes were as brown as a chocolate drop. His stockings were yellow as lemon pop. His hat was the color of gingerbread, with a tall, tall feather of raspberry red. There lived a green giant named Sam. His hair looked like strawberry jam. He had one brown eye and his other eye was blue. And his beard had the color of pumpkin. His coats and pants looked as bright as a peppermint stick, all red and white. His shoes were chocolatey brown. His stockings were lemon in color. His hat had the color of gingerbread, and a tall feather was raspberry red. Now study the rhyme scheme of this poem. As you were taught earlier, in rhyme scheme what we have to do? We have to make a pair of the rhyming words. What we have to see? The last word of each line. If they are matching, we have to name them. For example, Sam, Jam. We have make a pair of these words AA. I, Pie. BB. Bright, white. We have named them C. Drop, pop. DD. Bread, red, EE. So the rhyme scheme of this poem is AA, BB, CC, DD, EE. If you remember, we studied rhyme scheme of the previous poem, that was AB, AB, CD, CD, EF and EF. So this rhyme scheme of this poem is different from the rhyme scheme of Green Giant. The next poem we are going to start from Unit 7, The Mountain and the Squirrel. So let's start. The mountain and the squirrel had a quarrel, and the former called the latter Little Prig. Bun replied, "You are doubtless very big, but all sorts of things and weather must be taken in together to make up a year and a sphere, and I think it no disgrace to occupy my place, if I am not so large as you. You are not so small as I, and not half so spry. I will not deny you make a very pretty squirrel track. Talents differ, all is well and wisely put. If I cannot carry forest on my back, neither can you crack a nut." Now explanation. The mountain and the squirrel had a quarrel. Once, both mountain and squirrel started quarreling each other, and the former called the latter. Former refers to mountain and the latter refers to squirrel. The mountain called squirrel a little prig. A little prig means a very arrogant person. So Bun replied. Bun again refers to squirrel. She replied, "You are doubtless very big." No doubt he is very big, but big things are made of tiny particles. But all sorts of things and weather must be taken in together to make up a year and a sphere, and I think it no disgrace to occupy my place. She says the importance of the small creatures or small things cannot be denied. He cannot underestimate her. If she is not as big as mountain, so what? Mountain is not as small as her. The squirrel says that mountains cannot move. He is not as agile as she is. She does not deny that mountain can make a very beautiful track for squirrel. But she says talents differ. All is well and wisely put. If I cannot carry forest on my back, neither can you crack a nut. She says every living being has some limitations. What she cannot do, mountain can, and what mountain cannot do, she can. If she cannot carry forest on her back, similarly, even mountain cannot crack a nut. Now let's go through word meaning and question answers of the chapter. First, take up word meanings. Disgrace, shame, occupy, to take control of the place, deny, refuse, spry, active or agile, agile, track, way. Come to the question answers. What was the difference between the two according to the squirrel? The mountain is big, whereas squirrel is small. This is the difference. Squirrel cannot carry forest on his back, and mountain cannot crack a nut. Next question is, cannot carry forest on my back. What does the squirrel mean by these words? The squirrel means that every element in this world has